to Chapter 5, Fundamentals of Lean Process Improvement. In Chapter 5, you will be looking at advantages and disadvantages of small batching. I'm just going to, now that I have this PowerPoint open that's attached to your lesson tab, I'm going to go straight to the Summary tab. And I just want to walk you through just a little bit, and you can look over these slides as you wish. The conclusion is that smaller batch size has many benefits. There's one drawback. So let's go through each of these. Shorter lag time. Okay. If you're producing 1,000 units in this particular case study, it takes 3.5 days. If you're producing 500 units, it takes 2.75 days. So you might say it's more efficient to produce 1,000 units. Well, it is if you're filling an order of 1,000. But if you're filling orders of smaller amounts, it might be better for your company if you produce small batches. In that way, you can fill the customer's requests more quickly. All right, so that's something to consider. Going back to 17. Smaller work in progress. Less inventory. Now, if we have more work that's in progress, which means it's not finished. If we change something, we're going to have more waste, more throwaway. So if you create things in smaller batches, it will have less waste. Now, let's imagine that you have 1,000 letterhead in your inventory of letterhead, and your marketing department just decides to change the letterhead. Well, you have 1,000 pieces of paper that are going to waste. But if you ordered them 100 at a time, and you only had 100 in inventory, you have less that you're storing, and storage is cost, and you only have 100 sheets of paper that are wasted. So that's probably a simpler way of looking at it. Go back to 17. Fewer defects. Now, the reason in a smaller batch that you would have fewer defects is because you would be, as soon as you come up with a problem, you will have less waste, less defective products. Greater flexibility. If you have small batches, you're able to create lots of variety. So perhaps green bicycles and red bicycles and pink bicycles and yellow bicycles, and each are batched separately for the paint color. You would have then, as your orders came in, you would be able to fill those orders as you needed. Maybe green is the most popular, so you could run 3 batches of green and then another red, which was less popular, etc. So smaller batching creates more flexibility. Now, the negative thing about small batch size is that if your handling or setup time, which we'll study in a later chapter, if it takes a while for you to set up your machines to handle something, it takes a half day to set it up, your setup time is going to be more. So really you have to weigh the positive and negatives and take a look at what is the best and most efficient process for what you are putting out. So in conclusion, smaller batch size has many benefits, but to realize them must reduce time cost of setup and material handling and improve the setup procedures to eliminate mistakes. So there are setup issues that need to be resolved in order to make this work. Now let's take a look at what you're doing in this chapter. So you're going to take a look at lot size, buffer stock, which is extra stock that you might have on hand just in case, and you'll reflect on characteristics used in deciding what kind of lot size you want. Now the video that I have for you to play, I wrote this right in there. It is mbabullshit.com is the name of the website, and that might, the website might be, the name of it might be offensive, and I apologize for that. But actually it's created for MBA students, and it's an They have put out awesome videos and very simply, as I call it, kindergarten learning. And I love that. I love it when it's so simplistic. They find complex ideas that are difficult for people to understand, and they break it down so simply that anyone could understand it. And in particular cases with like economic order quantity, that's a good idea to break that down so that you truly understand the basics of it. So I am using the link to this website, and I hope you enjoy the video and can overlook the name of the website if it would be offensive to you. All right, so then, of course, we have a quiz over the chapter and the discussion as we have in previous assignments. All right, that's it.